All right, check this out. You guys are back on the Hater World, and I'm Blue Devil. What we have going on today is a video of Say Cheese TV, Bandman Kevo speaking about the infamous CW. But before we get into that video, if you guys are new to the Hater World, make sure you go over, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, like the video, and most importantly, leave me a comment down below and let me know if you guys like what I'm doing or whether you don't. And salute to all the subscribers. You guys already know nothing but love. But check this out. We've already covered this situation with ChinaMac and CW, but now a whole new conversation arose, and I do not agree with it. So we're going to watch it together. But I do have a few announcements real quick. Today is Friday the 24th when you are watching this video. This Sunday the 26th, I will have ChinaMac in the building. It will be a live one-on-one conversation podcast for haters only, right? So make sure you guys tune in live at 1 p.m. Once again, if you missed the live Sunday 1 p.m., you will get the rerun, which probably will be re-uploaded somewhere around Monday or Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday. So make sure you guys catch the live, right? Sunday the 26th, 1 p.m. Other than that, make sure you guys catch the 200 Boys podcast every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Now, a lot of people have been requesting that podcast to be live. So I'll go ahead and consider that, and maybe we'll start doing them live. Other than that, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at TheHaterWorld. Also, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at TheHaterWorld. And go ahead and go hit the website one time for your mind at www.thehaterworld.com. Very simple. Now, today is Friday, the 24th, as I stated. I will be going live tonight. It's just me, myself, and I. 6:30, 7 p.m., somewhere around that time. So make sure you guys tune in. We'll just talk about some trending topics, and then we'll do what it do. But other than that, let's go ahead and watch this video and get you guys a Southsider's reaction. Let's get it.
Now, Charleston and ChinaMac, they had a back and forth.
Yeah, I seen that.
Who do you agree with in that in that deal? Because Charleston went on a crazy rant on Say Cheese about the Asians, which made a lot of sense.
But
Check this out. This is what actually caught my attention, right? Sean Cotton said that CW went on a rant on the Asian community, and it made a lot of sense of what he said. Let's rewind and make sure I heard that shit right.
When that whole deal, because Charleston went on a crazy rant on Say Cheese about the Asians, which made a lot of sense.
but
Check this out. Like I said, that caught my attention. Now look, I'm not on ChinaMac's side. I'm not on Bangman Kevo's side. I'm on the side of what's right, right? Whether you like it or not, whether you agree with it or not, right? This is my point of view. And you know already, if you don't like it, the door's right there. But check this out. Sean Cotton simply said that CW was right and made a lot of sense on his slander, on his hate speech towards the Asian community. Now, I don't understand how you believe it's right to say that it's okay to, murder innocent people or RAPE, innocent kids. How is any of that okay, even if it is just your online character and your online persona? Remember, there is some kids out there, there is people out there that, praise Charleston White and believe him to be God. So you and I that have common sense might be looking at this clown like, you know what? We all know he's talking out of his ass, right? But the 15-year-old doesn't, or might not know how to distinguish an online character from reality, right? So I don't understand how Sean Cotton said it's okay and it made sense to kill innocent people, right? Now, if I'm wrong in any type of way, or I oversaw something that I didn't see, make sure you leave it down below in the comments. But let's go.
A lot of sense.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. When I listened to Charleston though, Charleston talks about us, African Americans. Charleston talks about all types of people. So
Check this out. That is correct. Now, Batman Kevo is saying that CW speaks about blacks, right? And a lot of people in my comments are saying, oh, well, CW speaks about blacks and how come nobody says nothing? Listen, there's nothing I can do to speak up on behalf of anybody, right? I only do my part as much as I can. Now, if the black community is not bothered by CW, then why do I or anybody else needs to come in to say anything? Like, if the brothers are not bothered and don't care about it, then it's best to be left alone. Now, you can't dictate how somebody else is going to reply or feel or what somebody else is going to say, right? So, he might talk about blacks all day and the brothers don't care, but he might say one thing about Mexicans and it might be an uproar, right? So you can't really dictate or tell another community how to feel after they hear hate speech. But let's go.
It can't be nothing too crazy just because he say that about that's why I understand. Like, I didn't when I seen him, I'm like, wow. But then I was just like, nah, Charleston do that anyways. He'd do that he'd say all that.
But it don't make it right. It don't make it right. So because he says that about everybody, it makes it okay. When do you actually feel like he crossed the line? After something actually happens from his words? It doesn't make it okay because he talks about his own people. It doesn't make it okay. Even speaking about your own people is not right. And it's not right because it's hate speech, right? It's propaganda. It's BS. That's why. So it don't make it right. Let's go.
About you or me or whoever, you feel me? So I kind of understand it a little bit, you feel me? Like, as far as them canceling them, he ain't gonna get canceled type shit, you know what I'm saying? For that shit, because that's who he is. That's how he coming on all levels, type shit. So
you can't cancel somebody that don't care if they're canceled, right? CW don't care if he's canceled. He doesn't care. It doesn't bother him. He doesn't make a living off of YouTube. Even though I know he gets a big bag off of YouTube, I don't think he lives off of YouTube. So there's no way to cancel somebody that doesn't want to be canceled. Now, somebody else that lives off of YouTube and depends on YouTube, and you try to cancel them or you cancel them, then they actually care because you stopping their bread and their butter, right? But CW can't be canceled. He gonna keep running his mouth. But not only that, because check this out. And it's fucked up as it sounds. You know what? I'm not even gonna say it. Let's go.
reason why when I seen the interview, I'm just like, oh, that's Charleston shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he said worse shit than that. About dead people, about spitting on, pissing on graves, and so.
So saying F the ops and pissing on graves and F rapper this, F rapper that is bigger than saying go out and kill Asian people and RAPE babies? Why is people trying to make excuses for this guy? Someone explain to me why people keep trying to make excuses and can't just see it for what it is. Listen, motherfuckers need to start taking accountability for their actions and their words. And even if they're the same skin color as you, you still got to call them out. If a Mexican homie came out, a Southsider, a Chicano rapper, a fucking anybody that looked like me came out and said some weirdo shit like that, I'd put them on blast real quick because it's the right thing to do. But people are trying to cover up for CW and say that it's all a online persona, in which, in fact, it might be, but that don't make it right. Let's go.
I ain't really shocked about it.
Yeah. You know, what's his name? Andrew Tate? What's his name?
Andrew Tate, yeah.
Yeah, Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate was canceled on the internet for saying a lot less than what Charleston says.
Exactly. But Andrew Tate they feel like it's a lot of power behind a lot of.
The difference with the top G is that the top G isn't out here spewing hate, right? There's a bigger percentage of people that will follow what the top G says rather than follow the hate speech, right? The hate speech, you're going to have one or two weirdo psycho motherfuckers that go out and believe CW, right? Even though that one or two people that might go out and believe them, they'll do more havoc than what the top G is offering, right? But but they see the money that Top G has, the influence, the bigger following, so they see that more as a threat. But let's go.
See, when you start talking like Charleston and you got millions and millions and millions of dollars, that's when they try to cancel you.
Yup.
You feel me? Now, Andrew Tate shows wealth and power. You know what I'm saying? So
There's a difference. CW is broke. He don't have the money to reach masses. Even though he does reach masses, is nowhere near what the Top G got. Just put it to you in perspective. Top G might reach 20, 30 million people, right? CW in his little crybaby ass speech might reach, 500,000 people. There's a big difference. Let's go.
if Charleston was like that, then it'd be a whole different ball game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So ChinaMac speaks out, and he's basically like, "Yo, I'm coming to the show. You can't talk about my people like that. I'm gonna stand for my people."
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, if I was Charleston White, I would have still did the show.
Batman Kill would have done the show because he's from the streets, right? He knows how to bring a few homies with him or a few pieces of artillery, right? CW could bring the phone and have it on 9-1 ready to press the other one. There's a difference, right? But you can't blame ChinaMac for standing up for his people. He'd be a coward if he didn't, right? And most people would probably look at him like a coward, like, fool, they're talking about your people and you're going to do shit? So you can't win, right? You can't win because now everybody's trying to go at ChinaMac saying that he's some kind of racist, right? But I'll put it to you like this. Focus on the problem. Focus on what the issue is. And the issue at hand is what CW said. But everybody's trying to cover up what he said with all these other little excuses. Oh, it's an online persona. Oh, ChinaMac is racist. Oh, this. Oh, that. Come on now. Can't nobody see this? Let's go.
I would have still did the show. Like, even though, they canceled it, but because I just look at it like, just as like somebody say something, they're going to do something, I feel like you just gave me a free whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? Because you finna.
He's simply saying that CW should have done the show, and if ChinaMac would have pulled up only because he blabbered it online, CW had all the right to smoke him, right? And say, I'm the victim here. And then true reality is this is 6ix9ine vibes. How you gonna run your mouth about a whole community, act like the big bad wolf, and then when somebody approaches you, you gonna smoke them and say, I was in fear of my life? Fucking coward. Coward. How can anybody not see this? Let's go.
To my shit and do whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I would have just shared like shit. Because at the end of the day, Charleston White all about going viral. He already saying anything. So I feel like he would have been like, I'm minding my own business. I'm doing my comedy show. Shit, this gangbanger, you know how he is. He gonna be like, yeah, this gangbanger, he came to the show and I was just, and shit, I had to do what I had to do, officer. You know, Charleston.
How you minding your own business when you online saying everybody go out and kill Asians, rob them, RAPE them, murder them? How you minding your own business? That ain't minding your own business. Listen, I understand that Batman Kev was the same color as CW, so they gotta help each other out. And believe me, I would too if I felt he was right. It ain't about color. It ain't about, what race you are. It's about what's right. And I don't give a fuck if it's an online persona. It's just saying those type of things. I know how gullible people are out there, and they believe that shit. And that's the problem. It ain't the color. It ain't where you're from. It ain't where you live. It's the fact that people believe that shit. Now, again, I'll say this again. If I miss something, I'm a man. I'll take this shit back. If I miss something, whether it was on ChinaMac's side or CW side, if I miss something that maybe somebody could bring it to the light and let me know, like, look, bro, you got this shit fucked up. I'll look at it and I'll disregard this and make a whole new video. That's because I keep it I keep it 200 every single time. I'm gonna say 1,000. I keep it 200 every single time, right? So let me know. But other than that, Sean Cotton did say that Charleston White's CW's speech made a lot of sense. That's where I'm lost. That's where I'm lost. But CW shouldn't be speaking on black people, white people. He shouldn't be speaking on nobody but himself. But other than that, I'm going to kill this video where I lay and call it a day. Remember, this Sunday, I will have ChinaMac in the building at 1 p.m. Make sure you tune in live. Make sure you guys visit the website at www.TheHaterWorld.com. Shout out to everybody in the live chat. You guys already know, all the moderators, nothing but love. Let's get this shit together. Nobody needs to be out here being hateful or disrespecting anybody else or anybody of any other group or race, right? It's not needed. You don't wake up in the day and say, today I'm going to hate. Like, even though we here at the Hater World, I allow you guys to hate, but keep it to a minimum, right? But other than that, we're going to kill this video and call it a day. Once again, I'm Blue Devil. This has been a Hater World production, and we out.